Hello, this is Brianna from the ORSP office at Kean University, and today we're going to talk about participant support costs, processing stipends on sponsored projects. What is a stipend? So under federal guidelines, stipends or fellowships are defined as support paid to or on the behalf of participants or trainees, but not employees. They include, but are not limited to, subsistence allowances, travel allowances, meal allowances, housing allowances, registration fees, and more. What is Kean's process for processing stipends on sponsored projects? So to ensure compliance, the following methods must be used. Kean student participants must be processed through financial aid. The funds provided will need to be reviewed as part of their allowable aid package. Financial aid will then determine the impact to the aid package for each participant. For non-Kean student participants, they must be processed through ESM procurement as a vendor. First, the non-Kean student will need to be set up as a vendor ESM. The student will need to supply Kean with their W-9 to ensure the correct address for the stipend payment. What steps were taken in developing this process? Universities across the country who receive federal awards were reviewed for policies related to processing stipends and fellowships. Many of these universities followed the same process implemented at Kean University. Thus, Kean University decided to follow the same process. Various Kean offices under the Associate Vice President for Business, such as Financial Aid Office, Accounting Office, and Procurement, consulted together after reviewing the federal requirements and determined this was the best approach based on our current system. Why is the university taking this process? The university is taking this process to ensure the university is compliant with all federal regulations. Federal guidelines prohibit paying participants as employees using support funds. What are the federal guidelines? Uniform Guidance CFR 200.75 and the Federal Student Aid Handbook. Under Uniform Guidance CFR 200.75 are the participant support costs. This states they are used for items such as stipends or subsistence allowances, travel allowances, and registration fees paid to or on behalf of participants or trainees in connection with conferences or training projects. According to the Federal Student Aid Handbook, when classifying non-FSA sources of aid, if a student receives the award because of post-secondary enrollment, for example, a scholarship from a local social club that requires a student to be attending a post-secondary school, it counts as estimated financial assistance if it is not considered wages for employment according to federal or state rules, or if it is considered wages and is based on need. Why does the NSF award solicitations allow for issuing payments through normal payroll systems if it is convenient? NSF does allow for entities to process REU payments through a payroll system that is designed to show that the payments are not wage-based, but they are instead stipends. Our payroll system does not allow for a distinction between wage payments and stipend payments. The only systems we have for properly processing stipend payments are our financial aid system for Kean students and our vendor system for non-Kean students. Steps involved with processing payments. So for Kean student participants, they are going to be paid through Financial Aid's scholarship office. Because they are students, we must calculate stipend payments into their overall federal award allowance. For non-Kean participants, they are going to be paid through the vendor system, and they are not going to receive a W-2.